Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by InTheMoneyStocks. Today is May 20th, 2015. Thank you all for tuning in. My name is Nick Santiago, and today we're going to start off with the S&P 500 E-mini futures. And you're going to see the futures are trading up today by about 1 point at the moment. So futures right now are sitting around the 21 and a quarter level. We'll see where they go from here. But anyway you slice it or dice it, the markets have been somewhat resilient. Now, the volume has been very, very light this week, and that could remain the case. All in all, if we do get light volume, that does help to keep the markets buoyant. So that is something to take note of. But there are a lot of stocks in the news today. Let's get through the charts here. We're going to start off with Lowe's. LOW is the ticker symbol here. Stock right now is trading at 67.80. It did trade below 67 briefly. I will have some gap levels here for us once the opening bell rings. But Lowe's under pressure to start the day. Stock did close at 71.83 yesterday, so pretty good dip, pretty good gap down. They did report earnings. Again, we'll look at some levels there. We'll also look at this stock once the opening bell rings for patterns. So, again, if you want to trade this alongside of us, come on over, take a 7-day free trial to the intraday stock chat. You'll see everything that we're doing. We've had a stellar 2015, and we're going to look to keep that going. All right, let's take a look at YHOO. This is a Chinese internet security company. Right now the stock is trading at $59.50. They did report earnings. Stock closed at $58.76. So it does have a little bit of an uptick. I don't see anything great here, nor do I see anything terrible. If the stock does sell off, watch the 52.60 level. That's where there should be a ton of support on the daily chart. So again, right around 52.60 if you do get a sell off. If not, there's not much we could do with it right now, but we'll look at it once the opening bell rings a little bit later. Let's take a look at Target Corp. TGT is the ticker symbol. Looks like they're reporting earnings. Stock closed at $77.92. So you're having a nice little pop higher. Again, it's going to be tough to get through 81 and a quarter. I think that's the big sticking point. After that, though, the stock does return to an uptrend, and it doesn't have resistance until about 84.50. So that's worth keeping an eye on. We'll see how Target plays out once the opening bell rings, but this will be in play today. Let's take a look at ADI, which is called Analog Devices, and right now the stock is trading at $64.39. It closed at $63.45. So you're getting a pretty good little pop here. But again, this is right up into the recent resistance points going back to the month of April and late March. So there is a little bit of resistance up here for ADI. Again, maybe it gets through there. If it does, then it could be a runner. It's going to be worthwhile to keep it on the radar. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to play out at this moment. Next, let's take a look at American Eagle Outfitters. Ticker symbol is AEO. Stock is having a good reaction to earnings. This stock yesterday closed at $15.74, now trading at $16.99. So that's a very, very good pop. All in all, the big double top here from April is going to be around the 18.12 level. So I'm not sure it's going to get all the way up there, but that would be the only real major resistance level that I do see. We'll keep this one on the radar once the opening bell rings, and we'll see where it goes from here. But let's take a look now at YHOO. YHOO has recovered quite a bit from yesterday's sell-off. Remember, YHOO was in the news yesterday. It's pretty important to take note that I believe the company was coming off of some news saying that they were going to be hit with some U.S. tax law changes when they plan to spin off their Alibaba IPO stake. So, again, keep this one on the radar today. It could be a wild one. Look at that big dip yesterday, and then it rallied right back up, and now it's trading at 42.22. So we'll see where it goes. This one could be in play today. Right now, I still like that $39 area as some support. If that level gives way by some chance, watch out below. But right now, that is still a big support level. Let's take a look at UBS. They're in the news today as well. It looks like they settled with the, I believe they settled with the big fine, a $500 million fine, but that's kind of behind them now. So UBS, for the most part, will pay $545 million to settle the rigging investigations into the currency market. So it looks like it's just the cost of doing business. All right, let's take a look at the next one here. J&J looks like they're coming out. They made an announcement they're going to come out with 10 patents. or 10 new drugs, I should say. So any way you slice it or dice it on this one, the stock is getting a pretty good lift. These drugs aren't going to be available until 2019. But anyway, you slice it or dice it, the stock is higher today. It is overbought on the daily. I just want to remind everybody of that. And there looks to be a very good amount of resistance around 107.60 all the way up to around 109. So once you get up there, just be ready for a wall of resistance. There's going to be a lot of pressure up there. But the stock is already overbought at the moment. Let's take a look at this ETSY. I've never traded this. This is a fairly new issue. This is called Etsy. I guess it's like an online crafts maker, but either way, stock is just getting annihilated. It closed at $21. It is now trading at $16.90. To be honest, it's only been around for about 6 weeks, maybe 7 weeks, so there's nothing I will do with it, but I just wanted to just show everybody the damage that was done here in this equity on this new issue. So be careful here. Again, I'm not sure we're going to do much with this one today, but it is worth looking at some point in the day. Let's take a look at Pep Boys. PBY is the ticker symbol. This stock is trading nicely higher, trading right now at $10.50. It closed at $9.25, so that's a huge move higher. I'm seeing resistance at $11.04 and $11.75. Normally, I would play this as a gap play in the chat room, but I'm not going to do it today because simply it's just too small of an equity. So the max moves on this thing from the pullbacks are probably 7 to 10 cents. Could still make some money. Watch the 11.04 level, 11.75 and 12.56 respectively. All right, I think I got through all the stocks that I wanted to cover today. Let's go over and take a look at the crude oil market, and you're going to see crude oil is trading up 63 cents. If crude is trading up, that's having a good bounce from yesterday. Crude oil really got hit hard. Let's go over to the USO. You'll see that the USO right now is rebounding a little bit, trading at $19.81. So a little uptick from its 1963 close. Again, crude is very, very tricky because it has a lot to do with the U.S. dollar. If the U.S. dollar starts to rally up, and it has the last 2 days, you've seen crude move lower. If the U.S. dollar starts to sell off, crude could get bid and start to move higher. So it is important to follow the U.S. dollar index, and we do that each and every day in the intraday stock chat room. Come on over, take that 7-day free trial. You'll see everything we're doing. Gold is up today $2.10 to $1,208.90 an ounce. Let's go over to the GLD. GLD was hammered to the downside yesterday. Today it's trading at right around the 116 level, just slightly higher than where it closed. So we're not going to make too much out of it. But either way, gold is a volatile one right now, but still probably needs a little bit more sideways action or even more of a pullback before going higher. That's just my thought. We'll see how it plays out. With that being said, everybody, I want to wish you all a great trading day. Come on over to InTheMoneyStocks. Take a 7-day free trial. You'll see everything that we're doing each and every day. We're having a stellar 2015, like I mentioned earlier. And again, we're going to look to keep that going, especially if we get a little volatility in this marketplace. With that being said, have a great trading day, everyone, and we will see you on the charts.